toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So USF's offense will have its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. It's Williams. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
Caught behind the line. It's Baker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They just keep firing. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Bullock. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Let's talk for a second here about USF. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Moves around to clear up the vision. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
The sure hands, it's Baker. Turning it on! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Smith. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Throwing right. He makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Hoover. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To the ground with the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
The quick out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Horned Frogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nimrod. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Powell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass. It's Bullock. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Nice move there. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
To the air, it's Hoover. He's going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. Open space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Looking to pass. It's Bullock. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He was not forward on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Hoover using the quick game. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. Oh, sweet feet. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Payne. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the 1st down, and you were obviously trying to get the 1st down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there to try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Oh, he got loose. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Powell. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. That's reeled in. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to bully their way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
And that's got to be a big-time break, because when you're a punt returner, you get all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field. It's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling in. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Bullock. Snagged out of the air. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Snags a quick pass on the left.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Corrals it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. That's caught. It's Johnson. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Shakes off the defender and runs through another guy. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Hoover. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They booted away on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Nimrod. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Off play action on first down. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
26-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Got a man. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's complete to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.